What's up, everybody? Dog 1985. There's levels to this. All right, I'm gonna try to give you guys a few videos tonight. We'll see how I do. First video we're gonna talk about PS5 runs Warzone better than the Xbox Series X. Point blank, period. It is what it is. I'm an Xbox. I love my Xbox Series X, but every single chance I get to call off Microsoft when something like this happens, I'm gonna call it off. Because this is what separates us from the Sony ponies. Sony can't do nothing wrong. They could give them controllers that they got to blow on that are gimmicks and everything, and they still praise Sony. Sony can go ahead and give them a game, and then they got to charge extra to play it, director's cut and all this other stuff, and they won't say anything about Sony. That's not what me and you do. If you're an Xbox fan, you can call out Microsoft, and it's perfectly fine. This is BS. This is BS. You sold me the Xbox Series X on the power narrative. Why is the PS5 running 120 frames on Warzone way better than the Xbox Series X? I don't care that it took Sony 6 months to do it, but you know what? That means that they took 6 months to get it right, and then when it came out, boom, it's flawless. I don't listen. I already know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say it runs with better resolution on the Xbox Series X. It doesn't matter. When you're playing this game, if you're choosing the 120 frame mode, that's because you want to play at 120 frames. You're not caring about resolution. If that's the case, then play at 4K. When you're picking the 120, it's because you want 120. That's what you want. It's not that you want 120 dropping down to 80. Now, if you're going to talk about VRR, viral refresh rate, I don't have one. So there you go. So if you have one, good for you. Maybe this video is not for you and you don't care that Microsoft, that Warzone doesn't actually run at 120. Here's the other thing, right? This is not even a game that I play. Warzone's not even a game that I play. But because I'm up here in front of you talking about that I believed in that power narrative, I have to be a person of integrity and call it out when Microsoft is not doing what I want them to do. And what I want them to do is I want them to show the power narrative in every way, shape, or form. The only games that should run better on the PS5, in my mind, are PS5 exclusives. Returnal, because obviously it's not running on the Xbox Series X. Ratchet and Clank, because obviously it's not running on the Xbox Series X. But anything that's multi-plat should never run better on the PS5 if your claim to fame was this power narrative. And if the fame to claim is not power for the Xbox Series X, then what's the point of that box? You tell me, I'll wait. Why should I not have just gotten an Xbox Series S? You tell me. Now I know what you're gonna say. If you really wanted power, you should have gotten a PC. Oh my God, that is that is so frustrating. That is so frustrating because if they would have never had the power narrative, then maybe I wouldn't have gotten an Xbox Series X. Maybe I actually would have gotten a PC. Maybe. So yes, they tricked me. Yes, they got me. I don't want any games that is multi-plat on the Xbox Series X and the PS5 running the same. I don't even want them running the same. The Xbox Series X better run the games better in every single mode because it's the more powerful console. Now, when the PS5 is running games better, and this is not the only game, I have a problem with that. Now, here's the deal. Go ahead, Xbox. Xbox are going to attack me. I already know it. And you Sony ponies that don't really follow my channel, that only see me criticize Sony, are going to say that I never talk trash about Xbox. Here you go. I've done it my entire channel. Go back and rewatch it. So you can see me talking trash about the Xbox Series S. You could see me talking, saying how the PS5 runs games better. I've been doing it since Assassin's Creed Valhalla came out, okay? So this is not nothing new. I'm not afraid of the Xbox community or anything like that. If you weren't a person that bought the Xbox Series X for the power narrative, please let me know what you bought it for. I really want to know what you bought it for. And now that the power narrative is out, and they definitely have to quiet it down as the PS5 is playing games, it's playing games better. That 120, I think what was the other game? Was it Devil May Cry? And again, if you're going to talk about ray tracing and all that other stuff, when you're playing the 120 mode, you're not playing it for the graphics. You're playing it for the frames per second. That's why you're picking that. If that's the case, and you stick with the 4K 60, 4K 30, whatever. 4K 30. I can't believe that's even a thing. Dog 1985. There's levels to this. I upset my own my own club, my whatever you want to call it, my own gang, whatever you want to call it. Dog 1985. There's levels to this. We out. Peace.